I didn't see that though. I didn't see it in my LinkedIn page. So
Okay. So this is Book Club Meet 2, where we're reading Supercharge Your Notary Business with LinkedIn. And if you can see my screen, this is the worksheet that I share a link of in the group, along with the link for the book club. And you were supposed to print this out. And if you have a LinkedIn page, you were supposed to follow the instructions and record under column 1 here where it says now, so that while we're reading the book, we can be making notes in the after implementation part and then the 1 year later. Okay. So if you have not got a chance to do it, please do it. It is not mandatory that you do it right now. But I did want everybody to have it done if you do have a LinkedIn page so that we can see what happens after we implement some of the things that we learn in the book. Okay. Now, last book club meeting, we read chapter 1. Tonight, we're going to read chapter 2 and 3. So whether you have the paperback or the Kindle version like me, we are going to be reading together. So I'm going to read aloud and then I'm going to stop periodically, okay, to ask questions or let you ask questions. Okay?
okay.
All right. Who was that? Grace. Grace, did you see this in your book? This is something that I copied from the front of the book anyway. I just made it a document so you could print it out and write on it.
I didn't see it. In my I don't know, my LinkedIn page. I might have to do another one really because I wasn't
Okay.
able to really work to really look at it and change. So I don't know.
Okay. Now this is based off of your personal LinkedIn page, not the business one.
I think I have a business. I don't know how would that happen, but
Well, the personal one is the one that you have to create first, remember? And then you create the business page after you've already had the personal one. So if you have a LinkedIn page, you probably have a personal LinkedIn page.
okay.
Okay, so it says these numbers can be found throughout your LinkedIn account, including the profile section and your dashboard. So whenever you get a chance, take a look at it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me see what page I'm going to. Let me see. If I click the link, will it help me jump right to chapter 2? It did. I love having the Kindle version. All right. Because I'm like, oh, I don't want to swipe. All right, so let's get started. Chapter 2, Personal Branding for Notaries. Being known as an excellent, reliable notary will prompt people to seek you out. Today's consumers are asking their peers for notary recommendations. According to Sandra, personal branding drives an increase in referrals and specifically attracts people to you. So he has a tip here, the supercharger tip. As soon as your name is mentioned or referred, expect people to view your LinkedIn profile for further validation. This is a fact. When I go to networking events and I meet people, I automatically see requests to connect from those same people that I meet at the networking events. So I don't know what it is. It's like as soon as I meet them, they jump on LinkedIn and they type my name in. So you definitely want to take advantage of making sure your LinkedIn page is up to date, guys. Personal branding is the act of strategically managing your image and defining your unique value. In many circles, especially within the search engine optimization known as SEO communities, this is known as brand rep or brand reputation. It impacts your prospects and clients' impressions of you and your business. If you don't work on this proactively, expect that there can be a wrong turn as people might not appreciate your full value. And the same goes for any social media page that you have. People are going to look you up. So you want to make sure that you're representing yourself um, in a good way on all of your social media pages. Okay. Now, the wrong turn example. Your client is at a Chamber of Commerce event where he is asked about good local notaries. He provides your name along with one other. The prospect looks for you on LinkedIn and can't find you. He finds the other notary and contacts her. Ouch.
Hmm.
You don't create your personal brand. It's more about knowing yourself and demonstrating your best genuine self, self rather than creating anything new. You don't want to be fabricating a false impression or presence. This is all about authenticity. In addition to experience and skills, personal branding may incorporate your personality, passion, drives, values, and vision. Brands vary widely as we are not all carbon copies of each other. In the notary world, your individual personality is one of your key differentiators. We tend to emphasize or be known for certain things over others. Your brand may include many of the more intangible aspects in addition to your experience and skills. Think about yourself. What are the unique qualities or values that apply to you? People hire notaries for more than their licenses, education, or experiences. This is true for all business today. Think about the last time you hired an attorney, a realtor, or other professional. Did you pick him or her because of their company or college, or did you look for specific personal attributes such as detail oriented, trustworthy, or discreet? So you guys answer that question for me. When you were looking for a professional, what made you choose them over other professionals?
Oh, definitely their attributes. Definitely. As it's somebody I'm going to get along with.
Mhm.
Are they like-minded or who they are, or, I need to get along with them. So the degrees and stuff don't matter as much as long as I get along with them and know what they do. And
Mhm.
I mean, it plays a role, but it's not as important.
Mhm. For me, I and this is probably going to sound really biased, but for me, I like to make sure that they have an updated picture. I like to know who I'm going to meet. I don't like for it to be a surprise when I'm going to work with someone.
Yeah.
And I do look at the picture. Does it look old? Does it look updated? Does the person look friendly? Some people just don't look friendly. Have you ever seen a picture of someone? You're
Yeah.
like, they don't look friendly. So that's something that I look at. I look at reviews to
Hmm.
Yes.
see what people
Yes.
have to say about the person. I'm real big on reviews. I'm a mom first and foremost, so reviews are important to me because I don't always look for services for myself. I look for services more times for my kids than myself. And I want to make sure my kids are going to have a good experience. So that is really important. The attributes like, how are they? Are they good listeners? Do they actually talk to you, or do they just look at you as just another dollar? You know, and then that updated profile. I gotta see an updated profile picture. So that's why it's so important for you to have some type of profile picture. People want to know who they're gonna meet. I had somebody tell me that before. They were like, I decided to work with you because I saw your picture on your Google page. And after I saw your picture, you just look so friendly and personable. And then the reviews confirmed it. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. At least I know I'm doing something right, right? Anybody else want to share before we move forward? What do you look at when you're looking to hire a professional?
So I'll also look at their qualifications and see if they're going to be able to give me what I need. So
Yeah.
But is that the only thing? You just want them to be qualified, nothing else?
no, no, like you're saying, the review is also important. Make sure that the person that put a review had a good experience with them, and that will
Hmm.
also help me to pick.
Okay. All right. All right, let's go on to trust and integrity. Now, the role of the notary is one that requires impeccable trust and integrity at all times. Wikipedia describes the value as the following: documents are notarized to deter fraud and to ensure they are properly executed. In short, this work matters. Major transactions and life decisions are hinging on this trust. Fortunes are transferred, rights are granted and revoked, Responsibilities are bestowed and taken away, all with the swipe of your pen and an impression of your notary seal. The funny thing is, people judge your trustworthiness based on your reputation and their first impressions of you both online and offline. Anybody agree with that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Your potential customers will work with who they know, like, and trust. Fortunately, LinkedIn is a valuable digital space where you can solidify an impression and build that trust. Brand impressions, the evidence. Your brand is demonstrated in many ways and places. Think about all the factors that impact other people's impressions of you as a professional. Your brand attributes are evident online in areas such as your website, Google search, Zoom meetings, reviews, blog posts, social media, email content, podcasts, radio, and YouTube videos. Your brand is also evident in your business cards, brochures, proposals, letters, articles, and presentations if you have a physical location that is also representative of your brand. Your personal live activity makes an impact on your brand. You are making a brand impression while you are at networking events, signings at other notary appointments, community events, volunteering, Toastmasters or other organizations, and notary meetups. This book focuses on using LinkedIn to establish and enhance your brand image, thought leadership, and credibility as a notary. We will also show you ways to connect with your ideal customers. It's a good idea to consider all of the other ways to display the elements of your brand and have those be consistent with your LinkedIn profile. So, what experiences have you guys had with customers relating your brand to you and choosing you based off your online and offline impression?
Well, I would say that when I had my massage, I had which I'm still is, but I had a website, and the reviews were definitely a big thing. Um, I get a lot of customers from the reviews
Mhm.
in my whatever I do. So that's what I'm trying to do on this one too. I would like to get good reviews so that, because I know I'm more of a hands-on. So the minute I can do things, I don't even need the book. But if I understand, I know I will be fine. So
Do you guys ever ask customers how they found you?
Hmm.
I do.
All the time.
mm,
Hmm.
Yeah.
And what do they say? What do they say? Like, did that not only did they find you, but was it a deal breaker? Like, oh yeah, I'm definitely contacted Donna. I gotta call Stephanie.
mm,
For
People
me,
say,
mhm,
the customers have told me is when they do a Google search for a notary, I'm the first one that comes up. So they some have told me they looked at the reviews, some just
Mhm.
say, well, I'm going to call her first, and then we touch base, and they really appreciate. After that point, they really appreciate, and then I'll ask them to leave a review, and a lot of them do. They'll just go, sure. Some will do it, some won't, but yeah, since I'm the first one to pop up, then yeah, that's what they look for, and then make the
Okay.
call.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Stephanie?
my customers have found me on Google and Facebook, and they said normally 9 out of 10 say I'm the only one that picks up the phone when they call.
Yeah.
mm,
And I was like, well, if you call it within the hour, and then that's another thing. I post my hours, so sometimes even if they call before or after, I still pick up either way,
mhm,
and
Mhm.
they appreciate that. And literally, 10 out of 10, they always leave reviews for me. Sometimes they do it while I'm filling out the journal book.
Okay.
So yeah,
Good.
which I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are times where some of them have their own businesses do, and they share their business cards with me, and I share mine with them. And I'm like, oh, you're a tax professional? Okay, I got you. No worries. Someone asked me, I would definitely recommend you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
mhm,
it's kind of like we're networking while I'm doing a service for you.
Yeah.
mhm,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's how that works.
yeah.
And that's good that everybody has an online presence because that is important in our digital era, right?
Mhm.
You know, you want people to be able to find you, and most people are going to go to online first. They just are. Back in the day, it was yellow pages. Let me go on the yellow page. Let me go to the white
Oh,
pages.
I know.
Now it's let me go online. Let me Google
Yep.
somebody. I had a really good experience over the week, actually. I had somebody on Nextdoor because I'm also on the Nextdoor app. And I service people in my community regularly, like, in my neighborhood. And two of my neighbors referred me to somebody. Somebody said, I need a notary. Unfortunately, I'm not able to leave the house. So please don't refer me to someone, not UPS or the bank. I can't leave the house. I can't, because of my medical condition. I need someone to come to my house. So I saw two of my neighbors say, Bridget is a notary. She's our neighbor. She's really cool. And so I was like, wow, I wasn't even on there, and I have my neighbors refer me to people,
That's
so that means that I'm doing something good,
mhm.
doing something right. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's move on. In fact, if you use your LinkedIn profile as your main base profile, all of your other online profiles can be derived from it. Think how easy it will be to pull out relevant and stellar content from LinkedIn to populate your notary directory profiles. Here's another supercharger tip. Your brand attributes include your expertise, attitude, values, approaches, interests, and likability. Your brand evidence is online and offline. Your notary brand. Be an extraordinary notary and your brand will shine. Take your business seriously enough to get trained.
Mhm.
No more winging it.
Mhm.
I've seen too many people do that. It's unbelievable. Learn all you can about your functions as a notary public, the customers you serve, and how you show up to each transaction and to life in general. That gives you plenty to learn always. Forever be the student, know your strengths, know your weaknesses, prioritize your learning and skill building, and above all else, remember your two main responsibilities. One, expertly perform the duties you have been hired to perform, and in integrity with all laws and guidelines for your state. And two, lay the foundation for a relationship that will last beyond this one single transaction. That's very important. A lot of people don't think about that. Like, I'm just gonna see this person one time and that's it. Mm, that's not the right attitude to have, because that one person, you may not see them again, but they will refer you to someone who may be looking for your service. Okay.
Mhm.
So you always want to keep that in mind. Now, that's how you grow a relationship based business. We absolutely must grow through the transaction mindset and into the relationship mindset. Remembering these two main responsibilities will help you create a business that will thrive in any economy. Being successful on LinkedIn is not just about being successful online. Your online presence needs to complement everything you are doing in the real world as a notary. So as you progress in your notary business, make sure you are sharing it, writing about it, speaking about it, or helping others. Share your journey. Much of the work that you do is a great demonstration and validation of your strengths. It is up to you to be an amazing notary, to differentiate yourself and to become memorable. It is up to you to display this as your brand. Your customers may not know it at first because most of the general public doesn't fully understand the function of a notary public, but they are craving an expert who knows exactly how to help them. Become that expert. Know your state laws, get ongoing training and support that keeps you dialed into the industry and ever changing notary landscape. Know the resources you can lean on when you don't know the answer. Being resourceful and knowing where to find the answers also makes you the expert. What do you guys think about that?
Oh, very
Have any
true.
questions?
I
Any
couldn't
feedback?
agree more.
Yeah, I totally agree too. We oftentimes don't realize that first impressions are everything for our customers, not just us. Like we always say, first impressions is everything for me. That's the same way for our customers. So if you show up and you put a bad taste in somebody's mouth, trust me, you are not going to even be an afterthought. It's going to be like, yeah, that was a terrible experience. Never want to do that again. And then if you're hired by somebody, they're going to tell them, Like I had a terrible experience with that notary you sent over here. You
Mhm.
know, and then you can end up on their list of not to call again. So it definitely behooves all of us to make sure that we give off a very good first impression. Let me just make sure nobody else came in. Okay, nobody else is here. All right, so experts are continuous learners. This is true. I I know a lot about notary, but let me tell you, I'm always looking for more information, always keeping up to date on everything notary because there are so many different caveats to the state laws. You know, it's just they're just so vague. So you really have to be careful and make really, really good judgment calls when it comes to performing your duties as a notary. Even though the stuff is black and white, it can be interpreted in so many different ways. So you definitely want to be always learning more. You know, don't just learn about notary and then never look back at it, the information for 10 years. Don't do that to yourself. I know a lot of people who do, but don't do that to yourself. Now, being a top notch notary will also mean you are a continuous learner. Bill subscribes to the Japanese philosophy of Kaizen, which is constant, continuous improvement, as he discusses in his book, Sign and Thrive, How to Make Six Figures as a Mobile Notary and Loan Signing Agent. Anyone read that book?
Mm-mm.
Not yet.
I read that book first
Mm.
before I read this one. It was a good read, actually. Now, part of your learning is merely staying up to date on the most current trends, laws, and news. Set up a Google alert on the most relevant notary specific topics so you are reading the latest news every day. Be an active participant and perhaps even a member with the National Notary Association. Join online communities such as those offered by Notary Coach, Notary to Pro, Safe Haven for New Notaries, the Tuesday Notary Titans Call, and more to keep and stay up to date in the notary industry. As with any business, there are many skills necessary to succeed. It's not all about the laws and notary duties. Running a notary business requires skills in marketing, bookkeeping, advertising, relationships, social media, and more. Consider other online learning communities too, such as the LinkedIn Personal Best Club to stay current with LinkedIn. The best experts are continuous learners. Learn how to master your craft and grow your business as a continual process. Check out our resource website for a list of additional resources you can tap into. Anybody a part of any of these groups or have um, joined any of these mentioned?
I'm a part of the NNA.
Mhm.
I took the Notary to Pro course, and I do listen to the Tuesday Notary Titans on YouTube.
All right, awesome.
Mhm.
Me as well, the same list. Um, I used to dial into the Tuesday Notary Titans call. I just the calls are during the time I work, and sometimes I just can't get dialed in. But
Mhm.
I used to be on there a lot, and it was a lot of good information. That's where I end up learning about Notary to Pro, and I end up getting a discount code, and that's what made me be able to afford to take the class.
Yeah.
All right, it's about you as a person. Your brand is more than just your certifications and years of experience. It's an intangible asset and your strategic advantage. Your personal brand is a combination of many of your personal attributes, skills, and qualities. It's the invisible elements of your presence that make you unique. Your brand also incorporates your personality, values, vision, passions, goals, and strategic focus. Not all notaries are equal. This is true regarding your expertise as well as the most intangible aspects of your brand. Figure out how you can differentiate yourself from everyone else. It might be what you know or how you approach a problem. It might be your unique personal qualities that make a difference. The important thing to remember is that as a solopreneur, there is no separation between you and your business. Everything you post online, everything you post online, along with every interaction you have with a human being, both while on assignment or off, is a reflection of your business. Use this insight to help you grow and become the best version of yourself for that. Anybody agree with that? Everything you post online
1,000%.
Yes.
can be viewed. I
Yep.
had a girl I went to school with, and she was just like, um, my personal page has nothing to do with my business page. So whatever you see on my business page, I mean on my personal page, just know that I'm a business professional when it comes to my business. But during my off hours, this is who I am. And it's like,
Double
yeah,
personality.
yeah, people usually want to know the human before they know the business.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just
Oh,
keep it
then
real.
stop jumping. Papa
And
said no.
as much as notaries would like to say, I want all the customers, you're not going to mesh with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody doesn't mesh with everybody. So you may not be the notary for every job. And that's okay. There's a lot of people in the world, and one notary can't do it all. So never feel bad if you talk to a customer and you end up having to turn them away for whatever reason. Like, don't feel bad about that, because that may have been a terrible experience for you, and you probably dodged a big one, so whereas you didn't mesh with that person, another person may just mesh with them, and that's okay. That is
See,
okay.
and I didn't think about what you were saying. I read this afternoon. I was reading through
Okay.
this. And when I came to that part, I didn't think about it. But whenever, like on Facebook, when a business comes in and it sounds, oh, this from some person that out there that is selling like Scentsy or something like that,
Mhm.
I find myself looking at that person's personal page. I never thought about it until I read that. And it's like, oh, yeah, they can access my personal page. So I'm going through, oh, what's on here that will give them an impression of who I am as to what's on my page and what am I posting. So I never thought about it till I read this afternoon. I go, oh, yeah, that's right. Because I do
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
That's why I never commented in anything my friends put on personal Facebook.
Hmm.
I don't say nothing. I stay neutral. I don't put a no
yep.
comments. I don't like. I don't do nothing. I leave it alone.
Hmm.
You
You
know?
really have to be careful with the things that you are sharing,
Well,
and commenting on.
right. And that's why you also have to be careful who is on your page, because if
Right.
you won't comment or like or share anything they put, maybe that's not the page you need to be associated
Mhm.
with, in a sense.
Yeah, you don't want that on your timeline at all.
Exactly. Because they're your friend. If they post something and let's say they tag you, your friends will see that. So I'm
Mhm.
very like, if I would get like 20 friend requests, I don't know, so half of these people, if I go through your page, I'll go through like 10 posts and see what you're all about. And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
if I'm not with it, I don't accept not only do I not accept your request, I block you because I don't want you to ask me again. That has happened the time.
I
And
don't want you to ask me again.
I get the weird people that, let's say I do accept
Oh,
one person and they start calling me on Messenger, like, listen, no, we're not doing that.
oh
Oh
no.
gosh.
Block,
Yeah, that's
block. Or
crazy.
you're beautiful. How old are you? Whatever.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
It's the
Yeah.
weird
Block.
for real. But I mean, if we can't vibe on social media and in real life, then we just not vibing. It's just
Exactly.
and I do not let
Yeah.
people put. If you tag me in something, I get notified that you tagged me, and I can remove myself from it.
Yeah, we
Yes.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Yes.
do.
I'll untag myself in a minute, like
a quick. Now they
untag.
going on with people trying to sell Yorkies or puppies, whatever it is they do, and I'm like, this is so weird. Like, get it off my page. Like, I'm not with that.
Exactly.
But yeah, I agree. If you feel like what you were saying about the person you were talking about before, Virgil, like when they say their business page has something to do with their personal page, if you can't be the same person in business and not in business, then who are you?
Yeah.
I know
Because
we have
the
personal
person,
lives, but
yeah, people are gonna meet you first before they
yeah,
Yeah.
meet your business.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, people, they don't put two and two together. So
Mhm.
all right. The 4 pillars of your relationship-based business. As you build your brand and establish your reputation both online and through your business practices, there are 4 components or pillars to which everything else you do will be reliant. First, let's talk about competence. Competence is your ability to perform your duties knowledgeably. This is where having training makes all the difference, especially when you aim to go above and beyond in your duties, presenting documents, as in loan signing and living trust appointments. This is also where skills on printing and other equipment, invoicing reliable vehicles, and knowing who to call and when with questions resides. The second pillar is your confidence factor. This is essentially how you demonstrate your abilities. Confidence often shines through the words you choose to use, the way you take what Carol Ray or of Notary to Pro calls gentle control of your appointments, whether or not you look your clients in the eye when speaking, and a whole host of other attributes. Integrity is our third pillar. Integrity can be defined in many ways, but in the world of the notary, here's a short and sweet definition. Do what you said you would do. Sounds simple enough, but let's really dig into this for a minute. When you think about all the agreements you make as a mobile notary and loan signing agent, it might not be as simple of a definition. Think about these. In order to have become a notary public in your state, you have agreed to abide by the rules, laws, and guidelines of that state. If you have opted to become a National Notary Association certified loan signing agent, then you have agreed to abide by the accepted code of conduct. If you tell someone you will be somewhere at 9 a.m., be there ready to perform at 9 a.m. It's not just courtesy, it is integrity. And finally, our fourth pillar is likability. Just like Bill says in Sign and Thrive, how to make six figures as a mobile notary and loan signing agent, people work with people who they like, know, and trust. Whether we agree with it or not, likability is probably the biggest factor here. You could be strong in all three of the other pillars. Maybe you're great at what you do and how you do it. Perhaps you may be confident in those abilities and know how to take general control of signing. And maybe you have impeccable integrity too. But if you are a real jerk to work with, you will be out of business in no time.
Yeah.
And this is true. If people don't like you, and for me, I'm real big vibe, right? Like I can tell, and I have yet to come across a bad vibe with anyone, because for the most part I can get along with anyone, but it's all about on how they receive me. At the end of the day, everybody's not going to receive me, but I have not been told or had any comments on me not being a likable person. I'm usually the talker. We're laughing, they ask questions, I answer them. I take my time. I don't rush them. Like, okay, I gotta go. I got something to do. I don't do that. I just I kindly let the appointment flow naturally.
Mhm.
You know, and you definitely want. Let me tell y'all about this one time. I Googled a location where I was going for a loan signing. And I was like, oh, I did it the day before. This is where I'm going, just see how far of a drive it would be so that I know what time to leave the next day, right? So I'm leaving for the appointment. I'm literally in the driveway. I pulled the Google map up again and click start. Why did it tell me that I was further or it was going to take longer to get to the appointment? So I was going to get there late. I was like, oh my God, I have never gotten to an appointment late. So I had to call the person and tell them, like, when I looked your address up yesterday, it told me I was this far away. So I left with this amount of time and a little extra, but it's showing that I am further from you than I thought, and I am going to be late. And this was during the holiday. So luckily they were like, well, we're home, we're off, so it's not a big deal. But thanks for calling us. Just let us know when you're close. So I say that to say, even if you don't think you're going to arrive on time, just call the
Mhm.
person and explain to them what happened.
Well, isn't that
Because
something you're supposed to do anyhow? You're supposed if you're going to be late, you're
some
supposed to
people
let
don't
them
do
know.
it. Some people don't do that.
Oh,
And then when you get there, thank them for being patient with you. Don't just get there and say, "Oh, all right, let's get started." No, you uh, thank them for waiting or apologize for being late or something.
yeah.
Acknowledge.
It's just common courtesy in my book. That's just
Yeah.
Yeah. Common sense is not common,
I know.
unfortunately. All right. Do you specialize or do multiple jobs? It's much harder to be considered an expert of 20 things Be selective and focus intensely on a couple of things. Yes, you may have multiple gigs as a notary, and we discussed this in depth in later chapters. However, if you are doing numerous things, it is all the more reason to be clear. Your clarity will attract people once they understand your role or roles. Now, take your brand a step further with your personal qualities. Here are some examples of how we might be described by others. A mobile notary who cares about the needs of seniors as they plan their estates and take care of their families. Excuse me. A loan signing agent that truly cares about the success of their clients and consistently hosts or promotes networking events to help them get more referrals. A virtual assistant who is certified in remote online notarization, so they are truly full service. A jubilant notary that makes every appointment enjoyable and professional and is also a dynamic wedding efficient. A mobile notary and loan signing agent that shares their journey and mentors new notaries on their business growth. How will people describe you? What do you want them to say about you? What do you guys have to say about that? The
Well,
examples.
actually, I probably would be more toward the virtual assistant who's certified. That's why I really would like to get online notary going, because I'm also a virtual assistant somehow, sometimes.
Mhm.
So I think that's the area that I probably will fall onto, because I'm not really notary, loan signing yet,
Mhm.
So yeah.
Well,
And also for senior is a great way, because if with the senior citizen, they need somebody to have compassion. So that could work.
But how do you show yourself so that you could be described in that way? That's more so what the question is
Um,
asking. Like, how will people describe you based on the things that you show them that you do?
the profiles that I have, that I will be setting up in my probably LinkedIn, of course, and the social media profiles.
Mhm.
So the
So,
descriptions I've had from people, though, for myself
okay.
is like kind, courteous, on
Mhm.
time, made it an easy process, friendly, that type is how people have said, because I go in there and I just start a conversation, make them feel at ease. I'm nervous too, so we're both nervous about what we're doing. So we just make it easy. And even if I make a mistake or I've gotten to where, oh, I meant to get this out and I forgot and stuff like that, we just kind of joke about it and we just relax and enjoy it. And that's what they like. And they say thank you because I wasn't sure how this would go or anything like that. So
See, you're being human.
yeah, yeah, I make it feel like, hey, what?
Uh-huh.
Whoops.
Absolutely. 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 And that's what you want them to say about you. You want them to say,
Yeah,
Donna was human,
yep.
and they she didn't
Mhm.
come in here. Um, I don't come in saying, making it seem like I know everything. You know, um, I'm not, it's my way or no way. Like, I don't come in like that. I'm very friendly. Like Donna said, I hold conversation. I'm a talker. As
Mhm.
you guys can see, I am a talker. So um, I'm definitely going to talk to you. Now, if you don't want to talk to me, I can pretty much tell, okay, they don't want to talk. They just want to get this done and over with. But
Right.
I have had customers majority of my customers call me again. And that's whether it's for a loan signing, because I've had a customer, he did a loan signing, he did a closing, right? And he called me to just notarize a personal document. It didn't even have anything to do with property, because he liked me, you know. So
Mhm.
that's very important. And that's how you describe yourself is how you want people to describe you at the end of the day. Now it says be yourself and build professional friendships. Advice from Sandra Long and LinkedIn for personal branding, the ultimate guide. Be your best professional self, and clients and employers are bound to be attracted to you. Your unique perspectives and viewpoints will serve as a magnet. People online want to know people like you with thoughtful opinions and helpful content. When you are authentic and true to yourself, your values shine through. Yes, you will attract your ideal prospects and repel people who are not suited to be part of your community. And this is okay. You want to demonstrate rather than boast. Rather than using LinkedIn to boast about your accomplishments, focus on demonstrating your expertise. So instead of saying you are a notary expert, show it. You can do this by displaying your certifications, organizational affiliations, work experience, and content. Your prospective clients will want to work with you if you are focused on their success. Be the helpful notary expert, and paths will lead to you. In sharing your passionate journey, bring the value. Now, we want to be proactive. Decide exactly who you are, what you wish to emphasize, and then make it happen on LinkedIn and elsewhere. Don't leave it to chance to think that you are known already. I hate that. People already know me. What does that have to do with it? It doesn't matter. They already know you. Not everybody knows you.
Right.
You are in control of a large portion of the perspective that people have of you. You control your personal brand by the combination of your live actions and corresponding online profile. Yes, spend time crafting a wonderful LinkedIn profile and then keeping it up to date always. This takes commitment. One post every now and again does not do the trick. You have to stay consistent. Remember, your ideal customers, your audience, are busy. They are not sitting in front of their computer eagerly anticipating your next kernel of information or wisdom to be dropped on LinkedIn. As a business owner on a mission, it is your responsibility to keep yourself top of mind with your potential clients. In the following chapters, we're going to show you how to do just that. Are you ready for your LinkedIn profile? Think first about your best authentic self as you prepare to write your entire LinkedIn profile. This evolving self perception of your brand should guide you as you go through the profile writing process. So here's a quick exercise. It says, jot down all the words that describe your personal values. As you are working on your profile, consider how your values might shine through and attract your prospects. Let's now move to the next chapter where we will learn how to get started on your LinkedIn profile. All right, so everybody jot down some words that describe your personal values. And these are just words. These are not sentences. Okay, we're just jotting down some words that describe your personal values. And I did not bring my notebook down here. Let me see. I'm going to pull up my notes app here. I'm going to jot down. I say let's maybe do 5 words. I think that'll be nice and short. Let's do 5 words. All right. I'm going to name this my LinkedIn tab. All right. So let's see. Let me see. All right, everybody done?
I've got 3.
You could have come up with 5.
Everything I kept writing down all fit in the same category. So
Oh, like, I know, right? I know, right?
Same thing, you know?
Done.
All right. Real quick, go ahead and share your personal value words to describe yourself.
Okay, I put trustworthy, integrity, attentive, easygoing, and punctual.
All right. Next.
I put compassionate, trustworthy, kindness, delightful, graceful, respectful, and honest.
All right. Next.
I'll give you my three that I have right now. Kind, punctual, professional. I think I'll add trustworthy to the list.
Okay. Yeah, I was just saying that, like, how did I not put trustworthy?
I know.
Right.
I was like, why couldn't I
Let's
come
go
up with
ahead
that
and
word?
add it.
Yeah, we gotta add that, man. Okay, I'm gonna add it right now. Anybody else want to go?
Patient, understanding, attentive, reliable.
All right. And why didn't I put reliable? Good Lord. All right, so I'm gonna read mine's before I added some of yours. So mine's is knowledgeable, patient, detail oriented, organized, interpersonal.
Mm, I like the interpersonal one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because interpersonal means that you're able to relate on a professional
Yeah,
and personal.
yeah. I might add that to my list.
Yeah, add it.
See?
Let me see who. Okay, reliable. I said I was gonna add reliable. All right, so I added trustworthy, reliable. It was something else I wanted to add that I heard one of y'all say.
Attentive.
Punctual. Punctual.
Punctual, yeah.
Punctual.
Yeah, I wanted to add that.
That's a big one for me.
hmm I'm very punctual. I like to show up to people's house early and just
Early.
sit there, and I'll text them if they have the text capability, and let them know, hey, I'm here, but I'm going to sit outside just in case you're not ready, and then they'll usually say, no, you can come on in. I'm like, okay. All right, let's move on. Very good value words, guys. All right, chapter 3, LinkedIn profile startup. Hold on just a second. Gosh. All right. Okay. Chapter 3, LinkedIn profile startup. You are on LinkedIn to develop opportunities and relationships. This starts with being found easily. We want clients, prospects, industry connections, and friends to find us online. Make sure your profile leaves someone thinking, I am impressed, or I have to meet this person as soon as possible, or we need a notary like this. Okay. So, yeah, that's what you want people to think when they look at your profile. Now, you want to use language to your advantage. Language helps you to be found and create impressions. So, select your words carefully and for the most significant impact. These language suggestions impact your brand too. Our recommended language can be used throughout your LinkedIn profile. So, language tip 1, first person. Write your LinkedIn profile using the first person tense. This means using the words I and my instead of Sandra and Bill. This is considered friendlier and more approachable. It also allows you to tell a story. You can write with the first person without boasting, especially if you focus on how you help your clients and why you love what you do. Language tip 2, keywords. Keywords are what your potential clients and customers are using to search for you and your services. These keywords are usually affiliated with search engines like Google and Bing and are a critical element to search engine optimization, SEO. But SEO and keywords work far broader than just traditional websites and search engines. You can use keywords on all of your online profiles and content to help your potential clients find you. People may find you on LinkedIn based on the words you select for your profile. Keywords should be an accurate reflection of you, your experience, and your brand. Consider what you want to be found for and what you want to be hired for. Here are some example keywords for notaries: notary, notary public, mobile notary, notary signing agent, remote online notary, traveling notary, loan signing agent, mortgage, reverse mortgage. Consider using your keywords throughout your LinkedIn profile, but make sure the wording sounds natural and is an accurate portrayal of your capabilities. The keywords are incredibly powerful when located in your headline and job titles. Other useful sections in which to use keywords are the about essay, skills, experience, volunteering, and the credibility sections. So you guys may want to either highlight this or jot those down, because those are sections where you want to make sure you go and take a look at to see if you have these keywords there. Language tip 3. Oh, wait, hold on. Since I don't have my pen and paper, I'm going to type these down myself. About essay. What else did it say? Skills, experience, volunteering, and credibility sections. All right. Okay. Language tip 3, action verbs. Use strong action verbs to describe your accomplishments. For your current role, use present tense. For your past positions, use the past tense. Here are some examples of action verbs in the past tense for notaries: completed, created, developed, officiated, notarized, signed, finalized, transacted, closed, wrote, initiated, spoke, and taught. The power of search. Google and LinkedIn. The Google search algorithm ranks the LinkedIn website very highly, so not having a profile is a massive disadvantage for today's professional notary. You guys hear that? Having a LinkedIn profile, it ranks very high on Google search. So you want to make sure you got that LinkedIn profile looking good, because people are most likely going to see it before they see anything else that you have. Some notaries and other business owners now open their practice with a LinkedIn profile before building a company website. Your LinkedIn profile can be found directly from Google if you have optimized it with keywords and relevant content. We got another supercharger tip. The Google search algorithm ranks the LinkedIn website very highly, so an optimized profile will likely appear in top search results. Okay, he just said that, but okay. Now let's be clear. Optimizing all of your online content, including your LinkedIn profile for search engines, is absolutely critical to grow a sustainable business. Your potential clients must be able to find you, because search engines like Google and Bing consider LinkedIn an authority site. Refining and optimizing your profile and adding fresh content will certainly help more and more people find you through searches on those platforms. You can also be found through the LinkedIn search by name, company, geography, or even keywords related to your specialties. So it makes sense to use the words that are most appropriate for your business, practice, or career. Being specific is optimal. For a notary, keywords such as notary, loan, mortgage, documents, or loan signing agent are good options. Using the right keywords is not only a search strategy, you want to choose words that resonate with your potential clients. Speaking the right industry language can make a difference in how comfortable your client is with you once you have been found. Okay. So let's see. When was the last time you guys looked at your LinkedIn page?
I looked at mine daily.
Me
I
too.
sure do.
I am always on LinkedIn
Mm-hmm.
because I do follow some people who actually engage with me on there. So I want to make sure that I see their comments, or their share to me or whatever, or mentions, and respond. I'm also currently pursuing a new position in my day job, so I'm on my LinkedIn quite often, trying to make sure that it's up to date and that it looks good to recruiters.
I'm trying to break into a new industry, so I'm always on LinkedIn. Yep. So yeah, I'm pursuing a new job as well.
Yes. So it's
Mhm.
like super important for you to make sure that you know it looks good for the most part.
Great.
because that's the first thing they're going to look at. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I need to work on mine some more.
Yeah, definitely.
But this is helping.
Absolutely. I agree.
Mhm.
I agree.
See, that's what I was saying. When I'm looking at mine, it
Mhm.
does have my name, but it has my profession. So it was setting up like a business.
Mhm.
So I don't know.
Yeah, mine has my name, and then right underneath it, it has my notary. The
Well,
name of my
yours
notary
okay.
business.
Mine has a massage therapist license, licensed massage therapist right under my personal name. I have two actually. The other one has my last name, my marriage last name,
Mhm.
and it has a virtual bookkeeping underneath.
Mm.
So I mine is a little bit messed up.
Well, never too late to go in there and edit and remove some things. And then if you
Edit.
have multiple profiles, LinkedIn has
Multiple.
no problem with um removing one. Like I had 2 pages and I created a new page because I wasn't happy with the old one. So I contacted LinkedIn because I still wanted all of my connections to be transferred over because I had a lot of connections and I didn't want to have to do that all over again. So what they did was they merged the 2 pages for me. So
That's what I'm thinking. You might have
yeah.
to do. I might have to do like on Facebook. I have all my profession listed on Facebook. I have a personal. I have like multiple
Mhm.
accounts. So like I have the massage. I have the notary one in there. I have different ones in there. So
Okay.
I don't know if they could do the same thing for me.
Yeah, definitely reach out to them. Reach out to them.
Okay.
All right, let's see where. Oh wait, hold on. Let me text my child, guys. Hold on to let her know to check her laundry. So hold on just a second. All right, where do we leave off? Okay. So we believe that the words you choose can be compelling for both reasons. Previously, we gave you some examples of common keywords you may want to incorporate into your profile and content. Additionally, you may consider using other words and phrases that the general public may use. These can vary a bit because the majority of people don't know exactly what a notary does or why they exist. They don't always know exactly what they need. That means their search terms could be far different than what you might expect as an industry practitioner. Think about this search power. LinkedIn has very high search engine optimization, ranking authority with Google. Once your profile is optimized, you can expect your LinkedIn profile to rank higher than most of the other content displayed on Google. You want your LinkedIn profile to become the main focal point for any online search. That's why it is so important to get your profile to a place where you are absolutely proud of it and it is representative of your best self. Now, let's talk a little bit about another facet of brand rep. Sometimes people say things about us online that are not very nice, whether true or not. Protecting your brand's reputation helps make sure your business survives even if a few negative situations or comments spring up. In the unlikely event that your name is ever associated with malicious online articles, comments, or reviews, those posts usually appear lower on a Google search page once your profile is complete and optimized. So it says here for a supercharger tip. In the unlikely event that your name is ever associated with malicious online articles, comments, or reviews, those posts usually appear lower on Google search page results once your LinkedIn profile is complete and optimized. Okay. There are still some things you can do now to help minimize the risk of negative content coming up during a search of your name or business. Take the time now also to clean up any harmful Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube activity. Remove posts that will embarrass you later. Fortunately, you can count on your LinkedIn profile to rise high in Google ranking and represent your best professional self. So let's see. I was looking at my profile like as we're talking and I do need to update my description, which is that paragraph that they will most likely read about you. Like
Mhm.
under my name is something different, but the description, I would like to edit that part. I forgot where I saw that. I forgot. Huh. I don't know where I saw that, guys.
That'll just be
I
something
went-
that you're going to have to go back and look for. And
I know, right? Because I was just looking. Oops. Okay, anywho. Having a complete profile is the primary starting point to accomplish being found online. Google and other search engines like LinkedIn, so your properly optimized and relevant LinkedIn profile will likely appear higher in search results than most other online content. That sentence didn't go right,
that
but
didn't make sense. No.
no, it didn't. Let me see. Google and other search engines like LinkedIn. So your properly optimized and relevant LinkedIn profile will likely appear higher. Yeah, I don't understand that either, but let's keep going. Bill's LinkedIn profile appears just below his website and course, but above his book. YouTube, Instagram, and other online links are visible. LinkedIn is clearly near the top of Bill's digital presence. Oh, okay.
I think it's saying when it says Google and other search engines like LinkedIn, they mean like YouTube, Bing, all these other websites primarily focus on LinkedIn versus all your other social media
Mm,
sites.
that makes sense.
So that's why they're trying to say make sure that your LinkedIn profile is like top tier because that's what's going to show up first.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Stephanie.
You're welcome.
All right. Supercharger tip. Got another one. Make sure your profile is fully visible on Google by making it public. Find this in the public profile visibility setting under privacy. Let's see. Mm, see resources. I'm assuming it's public. Yeah, profile, another language. Edit my public profile. Yeah, it looks like it is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. It says be an all-star notary on LinkedIn. LinkedIn has a measurement for profile completeness. Aim for an all-star status, which is their top designation. LinkedIn will prompt you to the next step if you aren't an all-star now. Keep in mind, however, that this meter doesn't address the quality of content on your profile. So become an all-star, but don't stop there. Be sure to follow the recommendations in this book to be an all-star notary on LinkedIn. The minimum requirements include the following: your industry and location, an up-to-date current position with a description, 2 past positions, your education, your skills, minimum of 3, a profile photo, and at least 50 connections. Broadcast your new notary position. LinkedIn allows you to push out a notification to your network if you have updated sections of your profile. Sandra calls this broadcasting. If you have a new notary position, this is an excellent way to get the word out to your network. However, if you are just cleaning things up and adding in older or previous positions, you may decide not to make a public announcement. If you wish to temporarily shut off or turn on this notification, first go to Privacy and Settings, which you will find under the Me tab. Under the Privacy tab, select Sharing Job Changes, Education Changes, and Work Anniversaries from your profile, and then select your desired setting. Your name. People will search for you by name on both LinkedIn and Google. Most Google searches for names lead to a LinkedIn profile. If your name is common, the search result will show all the people with your exact name. So it's best if your profile is complete because it's more likely to rise to the top. Being connected will also help your name rise to the top of a name search. The one thing I always laugh and talk with people at networking events is my name. I'm like, you're literally not going to find another Berjo Fully Love anywhere. So if you type my name in, you're most likely going to just find me.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hope to share. Is Marilyn still here?
No, I think she left.
I think she left.
Oh, it says she's out. Okay. All right. Be aware that LinkedIn is very strict about the name field. Do not add keywords, phone numbers, or a URL in the name field. It also looks incorrect and makes it harder for the name search. Display only your real name that you use in your notary business or your LinkedIn profile. Don't use the LinkedIn personal profile for a company, organization, or group. The personal profile page is designed for a real person only. So you guys hear that?
Mm-hmm.
We're not using our personal profile for business. We're only using our personal profile for our personal self. Okay. We use the business page for business.
So I need to go in there and figure out how to redo that because I don't know if it's a business page or not after, because I have my name and then the business, and I'm not sure. I thought it was separate out, but it didn't. So I'll have to look at that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's okay if you put up under there, like for mines, I have my name and then I have my credentials beside that. And then up under it, I let them know what I do. Like, in that little sentence
Uh-huh.
that you have under there, I put that I'm a business professional with specialties in the following areas. And then I list what those following professional areas are. And then at the end, I tell them that I am located in South Florida because that's big. People want to find what I do and they want to know, are you near? So I have those keywords there. And then I put where my location is, which is in South Florida.
Okay.
And everybody knows South Florida is pretty much the Tri-County area for the most part. All right.
So where is your business page then? If you
So let me see if I can let me see if I can share my screen
because
with
I
you
see like
guys.
your profile, I see your personal. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Oh, okay. So
So
you
we
can
have.
see it. Yeah, if you type me in,
I
you will
can
see
see
it.
your personal. Yeah.
Yes.
Uh.
And if you go to the search and you type in my business, you will find that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so my business
So that's
page
why I need to.
is separate from my personal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, good. So I don't have to share my
Need
page
to
for that.
separate mine. Need to figure it out. Okay.
All right, cool. And then also, if you guys look like in your experience, it allows for you to add skills. And I just saw that yesterday, and I just went in there and added all my skills for each position I've ever held.
Where did you see experience?
When you go, let me see, when you click on your profile,
Mm-hmm.
and you scroll down. So you have to scroll all the way down. You have your analytics, your resources, your activity, and then you have your about paragraph, and then you have experience up under that.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Be aware that LinkedIn is, oh, we already did that. Let's move on. Supercharger tip. Display only your real name in the name field. Do not use a business name for a personal profile. This is why they do have the option. If you click, I'm trying to think, Stephanie showed me how to do it. If you click the arrow under me, right, Stephanie? Or no?
What is it?
How do you get to add a business page?
Oh, okay.
Forgot.
Let me tell you.
Okay.
So you click on me, and then you click on oh man, I see my business.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, you told me how to do it. Are we clicking
Chap.
under?
You click me, and then you're gonna see the section that says manage. It should be something over there that says
Oh,
add
I
a
see it.
page.
I see it. If you click under work, click the arrow where it says work and scroll down to where it says LinkedIn Business Services.
There
And
you
then at the
go.
bottom, it says create a company page. That's where you're going to create your company page, guys. And it will be automatically linked to your personal profile.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so in this case, I have to do a profile because I have a business already. Looks like.
You wouldn't be able to have a business page if you don't have a personal
Without a
profile
profile.
page.
Yeah, you need to have your profile first.
But how did I do that?
So what you probably did is with your personal profile, you made it your business. You have
Yeah.
to just kind of switch everything back to you personally.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So put your personal information and then create your business page.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because LinkedIn won't let you create a business page first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Okay.
Okay. All right. Projects, honors, awards. Okay. All right. Now, make sure your full name is spelled correctly and consistently across your other social media, resume, bios, and websites. The first letter of your first and last name should be capitalized. All other letters should be lowercase. Don't use all upper or lowercase. Using all uppercase letters online is synonymous with shouting. You may wish to show a maiden or former name in the name field. If LinkedIn users may be looking for you using your previous name, then by all means show it. Edit the name field and add the former name under the former name section. This is an example of the LinkedIn display. Jessica Miller Smith. So it will show Miller in parentheses as her old name. You are currently permitted to add your certifications or suffixes in the name field after your last name, which is what I have. Um, Use this if you believe your credentials are specifically being used in a search. Simply add the accreditation after the last name field. Example, John Smith, MSW. Also, make sure you add the details of your special designations in the licenses and certification section as described in Chapter 7. At the industry and location. At the top of your profile, you have an opportunity to declare your location and industry. Take the time to make the right choices. For the industry designation, you will need to select from the options provided from the drop-down menu that LinkedIn offers. Most notaries will select legal services for the industry. Now, I didn't do that. I did consumer services.
Yeah, that's the same thing that I did as consumer. When I went on there, I remember doing that.
They probably didn't have legal then.
Ooh,
Well, I
maybe
didn't
we
think
need
it would
to.
fit under legal. It just didn't make sense to go under legal to me.
Maybe we need to look and
I
change it.
think we are. I think we are legal services.
Well, we need to go on there and
Stephanie, you're muted.
check that out.
I see Stephanie talking.
Thank you, Donna.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you go to create the business, ask for your name, website, or whatever. When you go to I guess you got to put it under industry. Oh, hold on, let me see
I
if it
know.
shows up.
Let me click
Oh,
on
it
mine
does
and
show up.
see.
If you go to industry, it does show up legal services. I'm not comfortable with that.
No, I think we are legal more.
Yes and no. You know why I'm not comfortable with it? Because of the rules and regulations for notaries in the state of Florida. If you put legal services, people might expect you to provide
Like your
legal
lawyer.
Exactly. That's how I
stuff.
felt. Yeah.
So, but still, you can, you
So
can
what is
still
but
explain to
what does
them that you
consumer
are not.
services fall under though?
I put
Exactly.
consumer services.
But what does it fall under?
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking. Consumer, I don't think consumer services is the right one for
no
notary.
consumer services. I guess it's
It actually sounds more like retail
yeah.
product
Let me
oriented.
Google it. Let me Google it and see what it says on consumer services.
I'm not comfortable with the legal services either, though. I just
I think legal falls up under a government type thing. Like we are commissioned by
We
our
are legal,
government,
right? Consumer
but I never
services.
thought
I
of it that way though. But with him saying it here, I guess it makes
Yeah,
sense.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
Much
Yeah, I
better.
don't think we would fall under consumer when I look at the
Okay.
definitions
I'm
and
gonna make
stuff.
sure I change it then.
I gotta change that then because
Yep.
Let's say consumer
Absolutely.
services refers to formulation, the formulation, technical consulting, and testing of
Mm.
most consumer products, such as food, herbs,
Oh no.
yeah,
beverage, vitamin. Yes, so consumer services and not.
I
Oh
just
no.
changed it.
Oh well,
Yeah.
let
But
me
I'm
change
be very
mine.
Well,
clear.
we're learning. We're learning. I'm glad we have this book that.
Yeah.
Shows me I got a lot of work to
Take
do
it right
tomorrow.
around.
Yes, it's putting us in the right
Mm-hmm.
direction.
Let me see. Chat one. Let's see. I think she chatted me. Oh, okay. Marilyn had to leave early to put her grandson to sleep. Okay, no worries. Okay, I'm glad she was able to join in.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's finish. Let's finish. Oh wait, I didn't do that. See, y'all leaving me, and let me let me do mine's on legal service. That's why I like being on the computer while we're doing this as well.
Yeah,
I'm making a list for
I'm at
tomorrow. I'll be on
Exactly.
it tomorrow, fixing everything.
Okay, let's see. So
yeah.
I'm gonna type in. All right, there we go. Legal services has changed. Save. Okay, moving on. All right. For the location, there are two options based on your unique local postal code. Typically, by entering your postal or city code, most of us choose either the local town or the greater metropolitan area. We recommend selecting the major metropolitan area near you unless you are laser focused on one specific village or community. Here's how we did it. Name Sandra, local postal code 606880. Choice A, choice B, but it displays New York City. And then Bill, his is in Phoenix, Arizona. His displays greater Phoenix area. So let's see. Mine's displays. Oh well, mine says Coconut Creek, Florida for Bailey's Notary Services.
Kissimmee, Florida.
But let me see. If I go to my personal, let's go to my personal. I think my personal says Miami and Fort Lauderdale area. Yep, it says Miami, Fort Lauderdale area. So yeah.
Oh, mine says Kissimmee, Florida. I guess
Under
I'm
your
just
personal or business?
both.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got followers. I didn't even know that.
See, there we go. See,
I know I got connections, but I didn't know I had
yeah.
followers.
All right. All right. So it says if you are a notary covering the state, county, or region, select the larger city. Many of us will choose the large metropolitan area if we are looking for clients in the broader geography. And then you want to also customize your URL. LinkedIn gives users an opportunity for a customized URL corresponding to your individual profile. We recommend using a URL that is as close to your name as possible. You will have your own URL for the profile page, which is more attractive if you customize it. An example of a URL likely to be assigned by LinkedIn will be linkedin.com, IN, Bill Soroka, C765, whatever. An example of a customized URL is LinkedIn, IN, Bill Soroka. So yes, like for me, mine's is my name.
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn.com /IN /Burjo -fully love /. It says, why customize this? Because it gives you the opportunity to have a more attractive professional link. What is that noise? Is that a fan? Something? Let's see.
Let me see.
Let's see. Okay, have a more attractive professional link. Use it on your email signature, website, and business cards. Improve search hits. Remember easily and share with others. What's the best URL? We recommend you try to get your exact first and last name, just like Bill Soroka did. Keep in mind there are no spaces or capital letters. Don't select the company name for your URL. If your name is more common, like Sandra Long, it's very possible that your first choice for the vanity URL will not be available. Consider adding a middle initial or listing your last name followed by first name. Also, LinkedIn will recommend alternative versions for you to consider. For many of us with common names, you will have to choose the best alternative. Whatever you choose is likely to be far better than the URL assigned automatically by LinkedIn, which is like a bunch of numbers and letters.
Mhm.
Contact information. Fill out the contact info section entirely because some people will go there to get your pertinent details to reach you. In the contact info section, add your personal or company websites, phone number, and work address if you have one. Go to settings to enter your email and Twitter handle, and then they will automatically display under the contact info section. Oh, really? Let's look. Let me see. I have my LinkedIn. I have my profile, website, work phone, address, email, birthday. I don't see my Twitter and stuff like that. Interesting. About this profile, send profile to message. My network, here we go. Let me see what it says. Oh, no, that's just people. That's just people. I don't want to, no. I'll have to play around with that to show my other social media handles. All right, let's see. Your prospects may want to call or email you directly after viewing your profile, so make it easy for them to find this information. We also suggest adding your contact information at the bottom of your About essay too. And letting people know how to contact or follow you is a top priority for most of us. This last piece is also known as a call to action or CTA. This is where you literally tell your readers exactly what action you want them to take. What do you want them to do? Call you, email you, text you, visit your website, you name it. Then we have the features section. Display your best content or work samples. Where is the feature section? Let me see that. About experience, education, licenses, skills, courses, and then it just says interests. I don't see a featured. Do you guys have a featured section?
Mm. Yeah.
Let's see. Show all 5 resources. Let's see. Personal demographic, activity, my items. No, I don't see it.
Feature section.
Yeah, I don't see a feature section. It says there's a new profile segment called the feature section where you can showcase work samples, brochures, videos, and documents in a very prominent part of your profile. You can now feature or pin posts that you've authored or reshared, articles you've published on LinkedIn, and even external media such as images, documents, and links. Here's some of Bill's featured content. He shares several of his YouTube videos. Oh, okay. This section is the best profile improvement in a decade. Take advantage of the feature section. I want to. Where is it? Let me go back to home and see.
I'm trying to find it. It's probably add a profile section. Let me see.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the settings and see profile and see
Oh, I see it. Okay,
Where?
when you go to your profile,
Okay.
you're gonna click on add a profile section.
Okay.
And then it's gonna pop up the different sections you have. Under recommended, you'll click add featured.
Oh.
Where's that at? Say that again.
Okay.
So when you go to your LinkedIn profile,
Uh-huh.
go to your actual profile, and then under your name, your location, you'll see where it says add profile section. And then a smaller screen will pop up, and then go to recommended and then add featured.
Add profile section. I have a add profile
Okay.
section
Yeah,
here.
click on that.
Okay.
And then you're going to see core, you're going to see recommended, and you're going to see additional.
Yeah, and you can add features, licenses, and certifications,
Yeah.
courses.
So yeah, there you go. So add click on recommended. You'll see. I would also add your notary commission. I'll put that under licensure.
Yep.
If you want, you
So
can
recommended go to additional, and additional has a patient, add a pattern, add projects, honor and award.
And you could add organizations. If you're with the NNA, I would add that too.
Okay. And then add courses. What would the courses be?
Any courses that you took?
Any courses that you took, like let's say you took Notary to Pro, loan signing system. If you took Bill Soroka's course.
All right, good. So we know how to add that. All right. This one says, imagine the possibilities for notaries. Image of you at an appointment or otherwise with a client. You can add an image of your commission certificate. Link to a YouTube video of you talking about why you are a notary. LinkedIn post or article which highlights your values, confidentiality, efficiency, or timeliness, or your thought leadership. Image of you volunteering in your community. Image of you at a national or state notary conference. Travel images or the links you go for your customers. The images, links, and rich media that you select for your LinkedIn feature section should be just as strategic as the words and language. Use this section to share more about yourself and have fun. Oh, dang, we finished, y'all. We finished that in 90 minutes.
Wow.
And we stopped and talked too. All right. High five. We did it.
Oh.
I didn't think we were going to finish in an hour and a half. All right. Okay, so we got some homework to do, don't we?
Oh yeah.
We got some
Yes,
homework.
we
That was
do.
good. So what you guys think about chapter 2 and 3?
Oh, it was good.
Very
I
good.
know. And like I said, I love that we are on our computers, so we're able to get on our LinkedIn and actually do stuff while we're reading. Like, that's so cool. Grace, you got some work to do. She like, I know, she's sitting there like,
Oh,
but I'm
I don't
glad
know.
that you're here to read this because you see what you have to do and we're able to show you how to do it. Like Stephanie, she's real good. She's like, okay, go here, go there. So we're doing good. We're doing good, guys. So
Maybe contacting you, Stephanie.
Yes, I
I'm here.
we on
I'm here for
WhatsApp.
you.
We're all
I
on
will,
WhatsApp since we're all members of the Notary Education Group. We all are on WhatsApp. So so we definitely
because I have to plan separation.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we're done for tonight. And we're all gonna do some homework, especially me. I want to add a couple of links in the feature section and things like that to show my accomplishments and stuff.
Yep.
So I'll be doing that. And then working on those keywords we listed. I want to put that somewhere. Okay. So then I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Thank you.
And I will see you guys next Sunday.
Yep.
See you Sunday.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night.